and welcome back into the White Sox franchise, episode 8. We jump in here soon to go into a game against the Colorado Rockies. Davis Martin against Herman Marquez is where we are gonna start the episode today. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, let me know any feedback in this series. And I forgot to touch on it last episode, but I think the save file got corrupted after the episode before last, so the Liam Hendriks trade did not go through before the deadline. So I'll do the Liam Hendriks trade in the off season, but we just have him on our team for now, as we get right in to this game against the Colorado Rockies. And we are going to go against Kyle Freeland, Jordan Holloway, and we're going to get right into it. Lefty pitcher for them, Jordan Holloway for us, 7. Oof. We got a 5.89 as we try to just bring that back, work that down, as check over the bench. No, and off we go into this game against the Rockies. We see Tim Anderson hitting .340, so he's having quite a year for us. And once the off season comes, I think we're gonna look at some options to trade him, let him fly free, and we'll see what we end up getting in the return there. But in we go against the Rockies, who are playing about 500 baseballs so far. We're in Colorado as well, so we get a little boost on these fly balls. So hopefully we can hit a couple home runs, get to Kyle Freeland, and get a nice win here in the second game of the series. As Tim starts it off here, he has 11 home runs though on the season, not too bad with 50 RBIs. And we get right under the first pitch of the game, coming in, making an easy out. And looking over our lineup, Benintendi is going to hit now. As we see, this is our lefty lineup, so a lot of moving parts as opposed to the everyday righty lineup. We have 8 righties in the lineup as well. So, lots of guys get at-bats for us. As Benintendi swings at his first pitch, it's a right back to Freeland. 2 pitches, 2 outs, and nothing more you could ask for, basically, out of Kyle Freeland if you're the Rockies. 2 pitches into this game. But we'll look to take a pitch here, hopefully work this pitch count a little bit more than we have, as we take that one a little bit up. But last episode we did a little trip down to the minor leagues, and then in the gap between this episode and last episode I simmed about 2 weeks to bring us closer to September call-ups, so we can start looking at who might be able to come up with those last 2 roster spots that will open up. But there's a nice hit by Andrew Vaughn, and Jake Berger steps on in and takes the knuckle curve outside. But it's gonna be tough deciding who's ending up coming up. We have Jacob Gonzalez hitting super well down in AA. Evan Carter hitting super well in AAA, and I think he is gonna get the call. And he might end up taking over as the everyday center fielder. Alec Thomas move over, or he'll end up taking a spot in one of the corner outfields, and Alec Thomas will stay in center field against righties, and Evan Carter against lefties. As a nice sinker right there from Freeland, strikes out Berger. And we go to the bottom of the first as Jordan Holloway 4-10 record, almost a 6 ERA. Basically just an innings eater this whole season. But we'll look to see where our starting pitching is for next season. We have a couple guys in the minor leagues. Tideman is one of our higher rated pitchers in the organization, and that's at a 70 overall. So we will see what we end up having to do. Well, I'll probably bring in 1 or 2 veteran starting pitchers, probably about a 75 or so overall. So nothing great, nothing ace level, but just somebody who can give us some innings, maybe move to a long relief role if we want to bring up a prospect. But we will see as this season rolls on. Still a month and a half, month and a couple weeks to go. But that's a nice knuckle curve to start the at-bat, and he follows it off with 1 to Jupiter. But Holloway has not really done anything special for us. He's basically just gone out each time and done what he can do, whether that's 5 runs or 4 innings. But basically all that we had, and I didn't feel like we needed a whole starting pitching overhaul, especially with the state that we were in. But I don't mind it, as the ball up the middle, Elvis Andrus, future almost Hall of Famer in my mind, makes a nice play, throws it to first, and into the second inning we go. Speaking of him, Elvis Andrus was a hell of a player for me growing up, watching those teams just always contribute. There was him, Nelson Cruz, Adrian Beltre. They were always just consistent, putting the ball in play, and you just always were impressed by a few guys. Now Trace Thompson fouls that one off, a high fastball. But we are not really being patient so far this game. 10 pitches in with 1 out in the second. Taking a kind of a middle sinker right there for a strike. The Angels right now have a playoff spot down low. Good for them. And oh, come on, Blue. I don't agree with that call, but whatever. But 2 outs now. Carlos Perez. I was looking through, and he won a Rookie of the Month. Hit 340 one of the months. So he's been decent. As an older rookie, he's come in and split time with Sebi Zavala pretty well. CJ Cron steps in after a quick top of the second. There's a nice pitch. Getting ahead early, that is all that we want, and hopefully get some swing and misses along the way. And that is another nice pitch out of Holloway, starting out with 2 nice balls. And dirt ball, 1-2. Didn't really have a lot of expectation coming into the season. Kind of playing 500 balls a little better than I would have thought, especially for the lack of talent on our pitching staff. But we only recently traded Dylan Cease, so we should see a dip in this second half. As there it is. 3 balls and 4 pitches after getting ahead early, hoping not to lose him. As CJ Cron just gets under that ball, Benintendi comes over and makes the play. So we get lucky there as Cron ends up popping that one up, barely getting under it. And Elias Diaz comes up. 18 home runs for him, a good contact, one of the better contact catchers in the game. But doesn't really get a lot of praise being in Colorado. MVP of the All-Star game this season because of a 2-run home run. So sneaky power, especially at the catcher position. Rounds the ball foul, 1-2. But we'll see if Jordan Holloway is able to get through 5 innings, hopefully get one of his better starts in the books. Not sure how many quality starts he has on the year, but I feel like that's a pretty good measure about when you're giving your team a chance to win. As, oh my goodness, what is that? Elvis Andrus hits it off of himself twice. And Elias Diaz will get on base after quite an interesting base hit. And now Ryan McMahon takes the first two sliders for balls. Just trying to get through this inning unscathed. As that was a nice base hit by Elias Diaz. Hit and run active. It will not work. And that is an easy throw out. As McMahon swung through the slider, they tried to hit and run. But Elias Diaz is definitely not the player you want to be sealing with. As a 2-2 count here for Jordan Holloway on McMahon. And he fouls off the 96-mile-an-hour fastball.
Righty delivers.
But Holloway doesn't really have great control, so I feel like a lot of the times if I put it outside of the zone, it's just gonna be yanked. That's another foul ball. 3-2 still. Trying to sit down McMahon. And we do just that as he watches a nice higher sinker on the outer half. Strike three. Zach Remillard gets his first at bat here against Kyle Freeland. 13 pitches through 2, so we're just going to take this first pitch. Regardless, I don't mind it because we just need to work these counts a little bit more. 237 average, not too great, but he's basically just somebody who we platoon. He hits against lefties, and he's also a good utility guy that can be used at anywhere, as we get bailed out on that slider that came down into the zone. That entire ball was in the zone too. But 1-2. Fouled back 91-mile-an-hour fastball. But Freeland kind of has deceiving stuff. Not very hard, but it's always on the edge. As look at these pitches so far. He is just dotting that outside half. And he comes back to that up slider, and we strike out, but at least worked the count a little bit better. And Iglesias will get his first at bat, and he'll ground it to the shortstop third base. Nice play by third base, spinning throw, and now Tim Anderson will bat here with 2 outs. Trying to get a base hit. Trying to get himself going. Watching a knuckle curve outside. He's got 7 triples on the year. That 340 average, you expect a lot of base hits for extra bases, but he's a lot of singles. There's one right there. Gets through. And now we got a base runner on with 2 outs. Might try to get him moving on one of these pitches. Oh, what am I swinging at that for? Oh, that's a close play at second. He's gonna be out. And into the bottom of the third, where Nolan Jones will lead it off for the Rockies. And he'll single up the middle off of a weak line drive. But regardless, the Rockies get a leadoff base runner. Let me look at their bullpen as well. There is my boy, Gavin, 72 overall, so he's been getting innings as well. If you don't know, that is my high school teammate. Shout out Hollowell. He's with their AAA right now, but he's been going up and down. Got a win against the Yankees earlier in the season. But shout out Hollowell. But that is outside for a ball to Brenton Doyle. And that is low. You know, I might end up looking to trade for Hollowell. He's a 72 overall. That'd kind of be a consistent arm to have out of the pen. He started in high school a little bit, but I don't think he has that type of stamina in this, as that is gonna be a gapper for Brent Doyle, and that's gonna drive in the run, and the Rockies have a 1-0 game. That's a nice opposite field double for Brent Doyle, going with the pitch kinda. Now Ezekiel Tovar steps in, takes a slider, half swings at another one, and rolls it on over to third. Iglesias makes the play and chucks it over to first for the first out of the inning. Chris Bryant, the leadoff hitter for the Rockies, not really something you would expect. 67 RBIs though, so he's had a decent year. And evening up the count there with this nice painted fastball. And that's a fouled liner at 98. Oof. Oof. Glad that did not leak any more than it did over the plate. As that sinker does not hit the spot. 1-2 count. Nice knuckle curve, a little low. 2-2 though. And Brian is just continuously fouling the ball off here. As he finally puts it in play, Elvis Andrus makes it and throws it over to first. As Charlie Blackmon, veteran caveman, I was gonna say, pops it up to right field, coming on over, makes the play, but that's a 1-0 lead right now for the Rockies. As Andrew Vaughn steps in, 1-for-1 already on the day. Top of the fourth inning, 23 pitches by Freeland. As there's one to short, gonna be a close play at first. Oh, just kidding. 32 speed. Well, that's a nice play by Tovar, I think, going into the hole, making that play. And now Jake Berger. But Kyle Freeland just throws so many strikes that it's hard not to swing. As that one is put in play down the line, and that's a 2-pitch, 2 outs. I'm just gonna put my controller down, take this pitch, take a sip of water, and just reset. It's not one I should have swung at anyway. Elvis Andrus has 1,000 runs as well for his career. That is very nice. Oh my goodness. Kyle Freeland has thrown 4 balls this game. I don't know what's going on. He is just attacking the strike zone and forcing me to swing. And I'm not making good contact, so it's a good strategy, I guess. Now Randall Grichuk steps in, 0-for-1 on the day for him. Takes that outside for a ball. Coming up on 200 home runs for his career, 9 away. Probably happen next season. As a quick 2-0 on Grichuk. Fouls off the 96-mile-an-hour fastball. 2-1 now. We'll come on back with the fastball. That is a nice pitch. That's kind of where I wanted it. And now to the slider, trying to set down Grichuk. Hits it up the middle. TA makes the play, throws it on over. That's 1 away. And now CJ Crone having a decent season, batting .270. Always a nice power bat. And he'll get a base hit off of a line drive inner slider.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive.
Not exactly what we wanted, but one out now, man on first, 1-run lead for Colorado. As Holloway cannot throw a strike to start the at-bat. Oh, and that's drilled deep and gone for Elias Diaz. As that will go 400 to the left field bleachers and give the Rockies a 3-0 lead here. As that pitch is just not out enough. Tried to just sneak a fastball by him, and he turned on that bitch. And 3-0 game, Ryan McMahon. Hits it hard, TA with another play. Makes it, and we got 2 outs here coming off of the 2-run shot. Nolan Jones base hit last time.
And first offering is fouled off.
Swings at the high slider, strike regardless probably.
2 outs.
0-1.
Slapped foul.
And lines that foul, hanging knuckle curve. Hoping for some better pitches.
Next one.
Oh, that's a nice pitch. That's exactly what we wanted. As Holloway just trying to get out of this one. But that is just gonna do more damage. As Nolan Jones will hit a double.
It's a double and his second hit.
And now we got a runner on second with 2 outs.
Just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
And now Bretton Doyle had a double opposite way his last at bat. Drove in a run to get the scoring going. And he's gonna drive in another one, as that is gonna get by Trace Thompson, roll by him, and that'll be an easy triple for Bretton Doyle. As he is gonna send it home. Oh my God. And he's going to have it inside the Parker. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. I have no words. As I guess that's a 2-run inside the park home run for Bretton Doyle. And it's a 5-0 game. As we're just gonna push Holloway through this 4th inning and give it to somebody for a long relief outing. As that's a nice fastball low, does not get the swing. As we're just trying to get through this with a 5-run lead. He is spiking the ball. I just need some better pitches out of you, Jordan. As that will get him on the half swing. And we are out of the 4th inning with a 5-run deficit. And that'll get Humberto Castellanos up for a long relief appearance. And Trace Thompson coming up against the non-dominant lefty. Swinging at a stupid pitch to start the at-bat. But 5th inning, 29 pitches. This is crazy. They're averaging about 7-8 pitches an inning right now. So we need to do a lot better than that. 5-0. We'll watch that get the call, as we just need to force balls down the middle, basically, because we have not made solid contact. And that's going to be 3-1, as he has basically not thrown a strike this entire at-bat, I guess. Everything's just on the black. It's kind of crazy. And there's a 5-pitch walk to Trace Thompson, as we will try to get something going here in the 5th inning. But no outs, man on first. And just like that, a double fucking play. Holy shit. Working the 5-pitch walk was for nothing. Just like that, he's got 34 pitches now with 2 outs in the 5th. He will look to take this. That is a little high for a strike. I don't even know what to say. He is just throwing so many strikes as that one is yanked deep to left. And that is going to be gone as Zach Remillard gets us on the board. 388 feet. He hooked that one, got a little bit out in front, but the Colorado air let it fly a few extra feet. It's exactly what we wanted. We needed something on the board. As he got out in front of that and hit it just hard enough and scraped that left field wall basically, landing in the first row. And now Jose Iglesias looks to get this continued, and he rips one to left field. Much less power, but Remillard gets us on the board, and it's a 5-1 ball game. But I just attacked that first pitch again. What the hell am I thinking? Alright, Humberto, as we look to get a few innings out of you, so we don't have to use the bullpen a lot. Hopefully not, but just like Ryan Bearclaw, I think, for the Red Sox a couple weeks ago, 4 runs, 4 innings, 10 runs or something like that. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but this guy's just going to be eating up innings. As Chris Bryant hits one to the corner, he'll get up to second standing, debated on third but held up, and now Charlie Blackmon will hit here, take the first pitch for a low sinker. But trying to keep this within distance. 4 runs is technically within reach. And Charlie grounds it to TA, easily makes that, throws it, and we got 1 out here, bottom of the 5th. As Grichuk is going to try to get his first hit of the day. 172 with runners in scoring position so far this season. Half swings at a shitty slider, but it's okay. And gets that one fouled off. 1-2. Trying to set down Grichuk. Fouls that one away. Alberto does not throw very hard, so it's not like we're gonna overpower somebody or throw it right past them. That's a 2-2, and that is set the other way. Andrew Vaughn throws that one in. Nice throw though. 1 out, CJ Crone, and an opportunity to strike. And he is gonna do just that as he hits it to third. And a quick double play on the 100+ mile-an-hour liner. As Jose Iglesias gets it on the 1 hop, takes a couple steps in for some reason, and sets up the double play. Now Tim Anderson steps in, Kyle Freeland. He'll just continue going. As that's a little bit low on the sinker. Man, that sinker just starts middle, and just drops down. And that's another low sinker. As 2-0 really quickly. Just trying to get something going. And we do just that and hit it hard into the corner. Tim Anderson gonna make it to second standing. As we sit back on the sinker, drive it the other way. As Benintendi now steps in, looking to drive in a run, make it a 3-run game. As... what am I... I should have just swung. What am I half swinging for? It's okay though. As we watch that slider outside of the zone. Benintendi has the 99 clutch, but he's batting .215 with runners in scoring position.
Swings through that
That's
one for
exactly
strike
when
two.
clutch is useful. How does that work? But just like that, 1-2 off of sliders.
Bounce to third.
Oh no, the base running. Oh my goodness, the base running. Oh, I hate these animations.
The next to hit, one for
It
two.
literally I don't think I've ever seen somebody stumble like that trying to whatever. Andrew Vaughn
Next pitch is popped up.
pops that up
And that
right to
is the
Kyle
third
Freeland,
down
makes
inning.
the play.
One hit.
And to the bottom of the
Welcome
6th
back,
we
bottom
go
of
with
the
Elias
sixth. And here
Diaz.
is
Starting
Elias
it off,
Diaz.
home run in his last at bat.
Outside corner.
Takes
And it's
that
0-1.
sinker for a strike.
Castellanos, 24
Oh
years
my
old.
god, to
They
say
traded
I
for
am
him
pissed
earlier
off
this
would be an
year.
understatement.
And that one
And I can't be
first,
mad at anything
and
but
he has
myself,
it
because
foul.
why would I send him Anderson anyway? But 0-2 count now, trying to get a relatively quick inning out of Castellanos. But that is inside, almost hits him.
Slow roller to third.
Now the slider's fouled off. Trying to throw a fastball here. Beautiful pitch right on the black. As we have one away now with Ryan McMahon.
Fouls one off out of play.
He fouls that off. 0-1. But we're going to come back with a fastball. Well, I don't think I should have came back with a fastball.
He sends it into the
As that one is sent 436 feet. He does not get it as inside as I wanted. And that is his 17th home run of the year.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that
Good for Ryan McMahon. Bad for Humberto. 6-1 game. As Humberto might just stick it out for the rest. Actually, his stamina is far too low for some reason. For somebody with 70 stamina, he's far too tired for being at 24 pitches. But 1-2 count to Nolan Jones in the dirt with the circle change. And he is tired in his second inning of work. With 70 stamina. You know, and might be the Colorado air, I don't know. As he sets down Nolan Jones with a middle sinker. And now Brenton Doyle slaps that middle sinker back in the middle. And his great day continues with his third hit. Good for him, bad for us, as we just cannot find it over these last couple of games that I've played in the major leagues. As we get the half swing on the circle change, a very ugly pitch. And the 1-2 is very outside. But Tovar fouls off the 1-2 curveball. Trying to set him down here, get through the inning, and get to my next bullpen arm, because apparently Humberto cannot get through more than 2 innings of relief work. As Andrews makes that play, tosses to Anderson, and McMahon we get to watch hit an absolute fucking nuke. And into the top of the 7th, Jake Berger batting here against Kyle Freeland. And he lines the first pitch, and of course it's an out. Wow. Time to take the first pitch, take a sip of water, give it a little reset. Doesn't matter. Not like we would have swung at that anyway. Or should have swung at that. 1-0 now. And Elvis Andrus hits it well. McMahon goes over, makes the play. And that is a quick 2 outs. Now Trace Thompson
And the first pitch
takes the first pitch. Thank you, Blue. Good call. He walked his last at bat, trying to get on base again.
Working on the edges and changing speeds.
That's right on the black for a strike. Wouldn't really want to hit that anyway.
Good eye right there.
That's another fastball. A little bit low. As we're just trying to get something rolling. Besides the Zach home run, it has been slim pickings.
Fires over to Crone.
As roll that to short. Play is made. And Humberto Castellanos will be taken out for Gregory Santos. Good year so far. I did end up extending him, I think. Oh my goodness, look at those hits. Ugh, you know, it's just one of those games. They just have it. As Chris Bryant puts that up the middle, and Gregory Santos, 92-mile-an-hour slider. Oof, 95 on the sinker, making Blackman look foolish. Will come with the high fastball and sets him down on the called strike 3 at 98. Trying to come back and get through this inning unscathed. 1-0. Oh, 2-0 after the slider is not called. Coming back with the sinker, getting the call there. Oh, and that is gonna be a base hit. Pulled down the line. Benintendi makes the play. Throws it to third offline. Had the opportunity to get the outfield assist. Does not throw it on the line with the spin throw. And CJ Crone steps in with a chance to drive in a run. As he watches a slider get called for a strike. Swings at the next one. As we'll try to strike out Crone. Oh my good. How the hell did he get to that? How the hell did he get to that? Are you kidding me? Oh, the bad part about Colorado. When you're not the one actually putting the balls in the air, can be quite a fucking shit show. Look at this. That's so far inside. That is so far inside. No, it's not as far inside as I thought it was. Oh my goodness! Does anybody want to hit their spots? It's 10-1. And Gregory Santos has given up runs just like that. ERA up to a 3.26 after just being in the 2s. And McMahon gets under that. Andrew Vaughn comes in and makes the play, and my morale is just killed. And so is Gregory Santos. As he's just gonna try and get through the rest of this inning. As that is smashed to center. Thompson makes the play. And I'm not even gonna bother. Carlos Perez comes to bat. Just get this game over with. Well, but that doesn't mean I'm trying to... Oh, holy shit. I don't get it. He's throwing so many strikes and I just can't time it. I can't. Zach steps to the plate again. Takes that one low. Somehow I'm getting under it by a lot, and then I'm getting on top of it. There's just not a lot of good things to write home about. Actually, there's nothing to write home about during this game. As we have just gotten creamed. But Zach, not taking it lightly, takes it up the middle. 2 hits for him. And now Jose Iglesias in his third at-bat, trying to get a base hit. As we're going to take the defensive indifference and get him in scoring position. 1 run at a time, just trying to get something going. Just trying to keep our guys' morale a little bit. And that is not going to do it at all. As I get on top of the sinker and ground it right back to him. Oh my goodness. This is just a poor game. As nobody did well, but that's hit up in the air, not well enough. Into the bottom of the 8th we go.
Digging in for the Rockies. He's already homered in this game.
And Liam Hendricks will come in. Non-save situation. Just to try to get us through an inning without allowing fucking runs. As Brenton Doyle triple shy of the cycle. But Liam Hendricks is the victim of the can't throw a fastball now. Thank you. Strikes are hard to come by, I guess. As I'm just throwing them down the middle at this point. As Doyle hits it out to Vaughn, makes the play. We finally get Doyle out today. Ezekiel Tovar steps in. 0 for 3 on his day so far. Watches that fastball. And he watches another one. And it's an 0-2 quickly. Not able to get him there. 0-2. Fastball. And that's crushed. And he could not get it inside. And that'll be a double for Ezekiel Tovar. He's gonna... This is what kind of game it is. We have an easy opportunity, and Tim Anderson decides to throw it in the dirt. Unfortunate is what it is. As Liam Hendricks just trying to get himself out of this inning. As 2 nice fastballs followed by a sloppy slider. 1-2 in the dirt. He just doesn't want to put his slider anywhere close. It's ridiculous. Try one more time. Finally. I guess we'll go to first with it. Oh my goodness. It's an 11-1 game. The check swing foul ball. Always a funny one. As Blackman behind on the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Come back right with it. Wow, what a call. We'll take that. And Kyle Freeland will come out for the 9th inning. 59 pitches through 8 innings. And that's fouled off, not by a lot. I feel like that's close enough where people should be running after. But 11-1, Benintendi trying to get his first base hit. And line drive to center, hit too hard. And that's caught. Andrew Vaughn now. This is just something to forget. Just a poor showing. Just an absolute slapped. He just got slapped. As Andrew Vaughn just lifts that apparently. Yep. Don't hit that on the barrel. Doyle makes the play, and now down to the final out. Jake Berger trying to get his first hit. And he will do just that off of a nice opposite field line drive. 1 runner on here. 10-run game. Not really anybody on my bench I can bring in to hit anyway. We take that inside fastball for a strike. Bailey Ober down low through a nice 1-hit shutout for the Twins. So good for him. Kyle Freeland competition for best game of the night. And that will do it as we just ground it to shortstop. And that's an 11-1 game. That's just not something we even want to look at. I'm just moving on. 16 hits given up. We had 6. Just wasn't our day in Colorado. As we'll move on, Humberto Castellanos, let's see. And they end up walking it off right there. And we're gonna end up simming the next week or so. Peyton will stay on the 15-day IL. Athletics beat us in all of those. So it looks like we are finally going down the drain as in terms of record-wise, which, you know, it's good and bad. I like it for our draft pick and the opportunity to give people more opportunity. But it's also, you know, don't always want to lose. But we have the call-ups 3 days away. And we look into this Baltimore series. So we might do a couple of player lock games during this. Right-hand pitcher. I think we'll use Gavin Sheets in this one. Orioles having a good year. Cedric Mullins hitting .276. We see Gunnar Henderson down there at a .231. Adley at a .292. Santander, a very consistent bat right in the lineup at .291. So the Orioles, consistent ball club as they go against us on, I think, an 8-game losing streak. Going back to that 11-1 game against Colorado, we have not won since. As we get into this one against Baltimore, Tyler Wells, 26 starts, 2.8 ERA with 13 wins. Hey, he's having a hell of a year, basically a even whip. Nothing more you could really ask out of a starting pitcher. And now Gavin Sheets, 246 average, 16 home runs, 46 RBIs. Somebody I will give more at-bats to next year, hopefully, and we'll see a bigger role. As Tyler Wells starts us with a fastball. Sheets looking for his 100th hit on the season as well. Oh my, that's an awful swing. Good slider. As they are 16 games back in the AL East. Holy shit. Who is that good this year in the AL East? I'm very curious because I wouldn't think the Yankees would be that good in the AL East. As we chase the fastball up for a strikeout. That is just not what we want. Austin Hayes? Oh, you see a lot of these guys batting .290 and up. As Davis Martin. Oh, that is bunted. We flip it. Nice little flip. As Austin Hayes bunts with 2 outs. Easy out. And now Adley steps to the plate. He is hot. 911 OPS, 21 home runs. As he is one of the best catchers in baseball. As that's grounded to second. Moncada makes the play. And that's an easy out. As Ramon Urias steps up. During those 2, we gave up a run, I guess. As Urias grounds it to TA. And that's not going to do it. As Tim Anderson just waits on the ball. And that's going to be a hit for Ramon Urias. Cedric Mullins now. And Camden Yards is so nice. That's line to us at first base. Sheets picks it up, makes the play. And now Jorge Mateo bats. Trying to get hit with Sheets in this game.
Up the
Them to
middle,
100 on the
Anderson.
season.
Now the throw to first on the run.
As Tim
2
Anderson
away.
hurries
I
and
love
makes
how
that
guys in
play
this
on the
run
speedy Jorge Mateo.
First up for Gavin Sheets. Steps to the plate
And
for
we
the White
step
Sox.
in now with a 3-0 deficit now. Here we are.
And first offering is fouled
As
off.
that is outside the zone for a foul ball. And on first no outs opportunity. And that is slapped up the middle. A nice base hit. As that'll be his 100th on the season.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there.
That'll get
Smashed that one through
2
the
runners
infield for the
on
knock.
with
When it's hit that
nobody
hard,
out.
It makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Very nice swing. I like what Sheets can bring with his bat. Just he's basically nothing against lefties. Oh,
Got some good opposite field power.
that looked like it could have been a ball. Called a strike.
Into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and
Berger fouls that one off. I said during that last game that we were likely to see. Oh my goodness, Berger puts it into the gap. Go, get on your horse. Oh my goodness. That should have been a 2-run double.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2
But Trace
strikes.
Thompson decided to just hold on at second.
He got the job done right there.
But as I was saying, I said that the second half of the season was going to be definitely a different story from 500 baseball.
Gets a piece there, we'll do it again.
And Jose Iglesias has an opportunity to tie this ball game here with a base hit.
Hit weakly on the ground.
And he'll bring 1 run in with a ground ball to third. 1-run game now. And into the bottom of the 5th. A 1-run game. Tuki Tosaint coming out of the bullpen. That's a hard hit. TA makes it. Throws it on over to Gavin Sheets. And now we are stepping up to the plate here. 1 for 2, 3-3 game here. Tyler Wells still in. And that is going to be made by the first baseman. Ah, damn. Adley steps up, 1 for 3 on the day, extended his hit streak. Cedric Mullins yesterday had 3 stolen bases.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay,
Oh, what? Oh, wow, what a double play. I didn't really know what to say as I watched that. As Tim Anderson goes into the gap. Makes that play between second and third.
So 2 down. So up next for Chicago.
Wow, a little stunned that that was even a double play. Adley is a slow ass guy then. As Kyle Gibson,
Fouled off left side.
92 sinker. As we see the splits, Sheets 156 against lefties so far this year.
Next pitch is downstairs.
So we really cannot hit lefties. I think Evan Carter is going to be a different story out of the lefties in our organization. Basically, all of them can't hit other lefties.
And he grabs it in foul ground.
As that swing bunt is going to be foul. 1-2 count here off of 3 sinkers so far. Make it a 4th sinker. That's fouled off. As it's been raining this whole game. They were talking earlier about a rain delay. As shouldn't have swung at that. It should realistically be a 3-2 count, maybe a walk, but we just love swinging at low pitches.
That one drifts inside.
As that's a cutter that's going to cut a little bit too much on Gavin. 2-2 count here in a 3-3 game.
Lifted in the air right center.
Oh, I just missed it with my PCI.
Grab on the run.
Just missed it. Damn it. But that'll do, and we are going to be playing the bunt hardcore, and I'll just move in a little bit extra. Come on, let me.
And that's bunted out.
Oh, what a bunt. Oh, and now we can't. Oh, what is that? Come over. They literally just didn't cover. Look at the second base. Just stay there. He just stood there. Everybody else moved. Everybody else moved. Oh my goodness. That's insane. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Ben Joyce. Huge opportunity. And he gets Jorge Mateo to roll. The throw to first is in time. Nice scoop made, and it stays a tie game. 10 hits for Orioles, 4 hits for us, but still a tie game. Oh, but the Orioles walk it off. 5-3 final. Somebody hit a 2-run home run to walk it off. And it was Adley Rutschman. As he walks it off, Ben Joyce gets the loss in the bottom of the 9th. But we move to September. Gonna sim the rest of this series, and we are gonna look at who is gonna make the call. As we have 28 spots now in our roster. I think Jake Eder gets one of the calls. I want Ricky to stay in the minor leagues basically the whole time. Or this whole season. I like full minor league seasons. Jake Eder has also been pretty consistent overall. I'll add him. Oh, we have a full 40 man. Let's a lot of these guys. I'm hoping they can make it through waivers. I know they're B prospects, but being a 59 overall, I mean, come on, they should definitely go through. But you're gonna bring up Eder, like I mentioned. But that also means we should bring up a fielder. As we look through, I know Curtis Mead has had major league time, so he's an opportunity. As Jacob Gonzalez has now run cold, as he was definitely a potential call-up option if he was still hot. But 389 average, 389. Oof, that would be amazing. 286 average. But he's hitting more home runs lately. That's what we like to see, so I'll just end up keeping him down there. But maybe Addison Barger gets the call. Able to play all over, hits lefties and righties. And it's not necessarily somebody that's gonna need a lot. I know we have Evan Carter just waiting, just begging to get called up. And you know, as I look at it more, I think that's what we are gonna do. But we'll have that decided at the start of next episode. I'll weigh my options as to what we want to see. As Evan Carter so far, 111 games, 450 at-bats, 138 hits, 27 doubles, 2 triples, 11 home runs, 373 on base. He's a 3-WAR player down in AAA. He's exactly what we want. The September is made for prospects to come up and show their value. And Barger, we'll see him down the line anyway. He'll get a spring training invite. I mean, if Evan Carter doesn't do well, there's no options used, so he can always get sent down. But you see his contact versus lefties has gone up by 12. Before we end, I kind of want to see how that is. So what is he batting against lefties this season to make it go up by 12? Let's see, average versus lefties is a 325. Nice. Very nice. I don't know if that's plus 12 worthy, but I definitely like it because it's for my guy. Plus 7 for Curtis Mead, who adding 235 against righties. We'll hopefully see an increase in that. But, you know, looking over it more, I think it's time to give Evan Carter the call. And will make his debut as well next episode. So that's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna move a couple people in the organization level wise, just to smoothen out the roster. So we'll do a few little moves, but I'll do that off camera. But next episode, we are gonna have the debut of Evan Carter, as he will play center field for us. He will bat second. And I'm really excited for what we have in store for Evan Carter. But until next time, have a great day. Like the video, comment, Rig Gaming. But until then, we go!